Hey folks, this is IOether, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to start with a how-to from the very basics, and we'll continue on to some gameplay in a little bit. So, this is one of the first tanks. I have the MS-1, it's the Russian Tier 1 tank. You can also get the NC-31, the FT-17, the L Tractor, Medium 1, or the T1 Cunningham, depending on what nationality you choose to go with. And you have all of them to start with. I adore the MS-1 for a bunch of reasons, mostly because it's got one of the biggest guns on it, and it's got decent speed. It's got this cool little thing at the back, which gives me some spaced armor behind me, so more likely shots will deflect into the ground from behind instead of going straight through and penning me. Though they'll still probably go straight through, but it's not really the point. Anyways, so this is the MS-1. When you first get it, you don't have all these upgrades on it. This is what I've put on it. This is how I like to play mine. It's fully upgraded. When you first get it, you get this stuff here, and you have to work up to everything else. Use experience points. This is my free XP to work up, and you'll be using this XP, which just click that, and you'll see experience pop up here after we finish a battle. Now, right now, my commander and my driver are both 50%. This is how they start. Once you get a little bit of money, you can go in, and if you right click on them, go to personal file, and then click on training, you can upgrade them. And so for 20 grand, you can turn them into 75%. And that will give you a much better rating. So what happens is the more trained they are, the more effective they are at what they do. So the commander of an MS-1 does a whole bunch of things. He is the, let's see, where is it going to tell me what he does? It's not really. Oh well. So he is the commander, obviously. He's also the gunner, the radio operator, and he's the loader. So, at 50% means he's 50% okay. It means he's okay at being a commander, spotting stuff, knowing where enemies are, that kind of stuff. He's okay at being a gunner, not really able to hit a whole bunch of things. He's okay at being a radio man. Your range is going to suck a little bit. And he's okay at being a loader, which means you're not going to reload nearly as fast as you'd like to. So if you go to the personal file and you upgrade them with, spending 20 grand, which is a lot of money when you're a tier 1, I understand. So you might not want to do this, but if you have the coin, go ahead and drop 20 grand on it, and you can upgrade him. I'm not actually going to upgrade him because I have another crew I'm going to slot in here. So this is, and then when you get them up high enough, you can, where'd my crew go? Right. Okay, so this is the crew I currently have. I leveled them up from 50% to 71. That's because I'm going to try a trick later on with this, but for now it doesn't really matter. So right now they're at 71%, and well, this is my fully upgraded tank. So we're going to take this into battle. I'm going to go into battle by clicking the big red battle button. I'm going to take you through some of the basics of World of Tanks. It's been a while since I've been in one of these battles, so we'll see how much I remember about playing this tank. So as you can see, we're currently at the bottom of the list. You can tell by these numbers, or these Roman numerals here, how high you are in the rankings. So I am one of 5 tier 1 tanks on our team. We have a whole bunch of tier 2s, which means they're more powerful than I am. Doesn't mean I can't kill them. I should be able to kill anything in this game, but it means they're going to be harder enemies. Now, I know this map quite well.
Move out.
I know where I'm going to go already. So I'm just going to slip by this guy. I'm going to try and skirt down this road until I find my position when I want to sit in. And when you're playing tier 1, see, like, those guys are trying to rush down to the other end of the field because they think they're all fast. And I've forgotten how small this tank actually is. But anyways, you don't want to be rushing to the front. Rushing to the front is a really bad idea when you're this small. So find a bush, find some cover. Cover is anything that you can hide behind. It will make it harder for the enemies to shoot at you. So this building is giving me partial cover. The bush will give me cover from view. And sorry, I'm trying to concentrate on not getting shot, which is working as well as I'd like it to. Anyways, so when you can use cover, find cover, jump into cover. Okay, I'm gonna fire a shot. This guy doesn't care.
Enemy armor is hit.
Okay, now, next thing. You'll notice that there is a
Track hit.
green circle that moves to follow my cursor. The smaller it is, the more likely you are to hit the target and do critical damage to the target. So when you can, make sure you circle it really small before you fire. This red outline tells me where a bad guy is, even though I can't physically see him through the bush. So I'm not actually doing any damage to him, but I'm going to keep hitting him because
Enemy armor is destroyed.
I happened to get the lucky shot that went through and it killed him. And so I'm just using their little markers, the little red diamonds and triangles, to tell approximately where they are. And then I'm hitting the shift button. Try not to shoot teammates upright.
Enemy is hit.
So now I'm using the shift button to zoom in. And the shift button will put you into sniper mode. Sniper mode effectively just is like a rush zoom. You can get there by using your mouse scroll wheel and slowly scrolling in, one augmentation at a time, until you get all the way in. But it's much faster if I scroll all the way back out to simply hit shift and be scrolled in. Now, so right now I'm being shot at. My goal right now is to not get hit. Hit points are shown down here. You can see I'm currently at 35 of 100. It means I've been hit a couple different times. And if I get hit too much more, I'm not going to be alive. I don't want to get hit too much more. But I do kind of want to get into this fight. Now, be careful of cliffs. It doesn't matter how big or small your tank is. A cliff can still kill you. If you're really careful when you go down, then you'll be okay. But really just takes some practice, and it takes being careful. The first 5 or 6 times you go down a cliff, you're likely to get yourself injured. Don't worry about it. Just pick yourself up and keep moving on. eventually you'll figure it out. I've done some pretty epically stupid things because I jumped off a cliff.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Okay. So, next thing to note, you'll see right here, there's this bar. This tells me that my shell is currently loaded. If it is red and slowly going up, that shows me how much time I have until my shell is fully loaded and I can actually fire it. And this is a base cap, so we will obviously want to sit in the flag as long as possible, and we will get more points. You get experience points by damaging enemies, spotting enemies, getting cap points, spotting enemies while other players do damage to them. And of course, obviously, killing enemies. So this would be a 700 experience battle, and that would be more than enough experience to fully upgrade this tank. And so I can go over here and see, if I click on the little star, how well I did in comparison to everyone else. Not great, could definitely have done better. This guy obliterated their team. And this shows me how much gold I got, or how much credit, sorry, I got. Any fines or compensations. Auto repair cost for the vehicle, it's none because it's a tier 1. As you go up in the tiers, it'll get steeper. $126 for ammunition. Wow. Wish all my ammunition cost that. This will show you how many shots I fired, how many hits, how many penetrations. I did 99 damage to the enemy. I received 5 hits. I damaged 3 enemies, destroyed 2, and got 32 base capture points. So yeah, that's it for your first battle. And there's a couple things I didn't go over that I'm sure I'll get to in the next video. But for now, this is part 1 of how to play World Tanks. If you have any questions or anything, please put them in the comments. I'll answer them. I might do a video on them if enough people ask. Don't forget to favorite, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys next time. Have fun, and happy hunting.